Hello, chat. It is time for another online tournament stream playing Pidgeot Control, of course. Eventually, I'll start playing other decks. I just want to keep playing this deck until I either get to a point where I don't think I can take the list anywhere else, or yeah, I just don't think that we've got to the point where done everything we can with the deck. It's not that good, or yeah, it's just no point in playing it anymore. But I have some kind of new ideas I wanted to try on stream today. So yes, I did take out all the the forest Pokemon cards. No Ericas, no Flutes. I have like a love-hate relationship with those cards. Obviously they are game winning sometimes, but also they sometimes are just blank cards in your deck. You play them and it's well, I just wasted my time. So yeah, we're trying to play cards that instead of our RNG cards, we can play some cards that we know are gonna get guaranteed value instead. You guys at Benefy session, can you accept? I'll get it after stream. How do you beat Dengo? Frillish. So it's 4 cards different than the list that I played on whatever day that was. The only real changes are the minus Flute and Ericas. I also switched one of the Pidgeottos for a 90 HP one. That way, getting devoted against Gardevoirs a little bit, or forced them to work a little bit more. Or she says starting 10 minutes late. Okay, well, let me pull up my list then. If it's gonna be a while. Oops, that's the wrong tab. I don't care about Pocket. We want Deck Builder, Vegas Control, Mimi no Flutes. Okay. Yeah, this is the list that I'm playing today. So yeah, I took out, there's no Ericas or Flutes in this deck, because what it felt like was happening was I would need Ericas and Flutes in the games where my opponent would just go one Pokemon. And so instead of trying to just force another Pokemon in play in those annoying one Pokemon boards, then why don't we just play a wall like Mimikyu or Cornerstone to make it so they have to put down something else anyway, right? Versus Charizard, we ran into that problem. Versus Gardevoir, Sarilege, they would just put down their one thing. We can't move their energies around. We can't lock anything, so we would just lose. Or we would, not always lose. We'd just be praying that our Flutes would hit. And sometimes they would, and sometimes they wouldn't. So instead of having the game be fully chalked up to luck, I would like it to be a bit more predictable what happens. So trying the Mimikyu is the big new card that I'm trying instead of the whatever it's called, the Flutes and Ericas. I brought the Shuckle back in. I brought the Handheld Fan. I bumped up to a 3rd Handheld Fan because this card's pretty broken. And the main new card I'm trying today is Wellspring. Because this Mimikyu isn't that good versus Gardevoir. Because they have their board could just be Scream Tail and Gardevoir. They could just retreat between those two over and over again, and we would get kind of cooked. But if we sob into their Gardevoir with a fanned Wellspring Ogerpon, and we've already forced Scream Tail onto their board, things are kind of awkward for them because they don't want to just keep punching our Ogerpon over and over again because we can just Penny Lube move all their psychics around. But then also they don't really want to bench Monkey Dory. Because then if they bench Monkey Dory, take the knockout, we can do the whole Sudowoodo Penny Fan thing. That is, of course, really, really broken against their deck. So, yeah, this is once again, all theory. I haven't actually tested this to know that it works. It just works in my head. Is Mr. Therapeutic not worth it to lock Monkey anymore? Well, if you're doing that, you're playing Vests in your deck. Because with the fans, you're taking a pretty decent amount of damage, you're getting 2-shot. So you could just Penny. And that's fine. That clears the confusion. What is this Pidgeot split? It's not for Not for the memes. Like, one thing that happens in the Guardian matchup a lot is they'll scream tell your Pidgeot for 80 and then like Devo it later. But having the 90 to force an additional energy or a monkey ping out of them is actually really relevant. And we don't really care about the free retreat because we should just be Grand Treeing up most games. So yeah, versus Gardevoir, we want to evolve through the 90, so it's a bit harder to get Devoed. I'm not just doing this for the memes. I actually think it is correct to play the splits. But it does look funny. Shuckle back. Yeah, I was thinking like this Guardy line with the Wellspring could go kind of bad if we just give them a bunch of free monkey damage. Like they let their Guardy take a bunch of damage and then they kill us, and then they can just monkey our Pidgeot down for the rest of the game. So I thought Shuckle would be helpful there. I don't really like Shuckle. I don't think it's that good, but I think it's like good enough for this Guardy line that we probably are required to play. And like if this line does beat Gardevoir, then it's good enough. But yeah, Shuckle is here. I'm not a huge fan of Shuckle, but he's alright. Where's round 1? Soon. I think someone said in chat that the TO was gonna start at 10 minutes after the hour, so it should be at in about 4 minutes. You do a control masterclass on Metafy? Yeah, I have control based sessions on Metafy, and also I'm going to try to get a Metafy guide made for Pidgeot control early next week. Hoping to get it out like early in the week before Milwaukee. I don't know if I'll have time to, but I'm going to try. At least get something out there, like, yeah, because I've had a lot of people DM me, like, asking me a bunch of questions about the deck, like taking it to Milwaukee or Brazil. So yeah, I would like to have that resource out there to help people who are thinking about playing this deck to locals, regionals, whatever. But yeah, no guarantees I'm gonna get it out in time, but I'm gonna try to work on it. I think Erie could be getting this list for matches like Zorzard and Denko. Erie's okay. I just don't know that it's like, it's kind of another one of those like cards, like you can play it and it's alright, but could you just play something instead that's guaranteed value? I'm not sure. Is Fennel better than Shuckle? Yes, because we don't want to spend Pal Pads on Fennel. We like in the Guardian matchup, our Pal Pads are kind of stretched because we need to Penny a million times. So we don't want to have to put back in Fennel. I do like want a third Penny in this side because like prizing a Penny is so bad. Okay, so it's like Varo over Fennel. True. So this deck is on the top of your list from Milwaukee, so I'd love to see some more focused content on it. Yeah. The problem is like I haven't put in enough like really sweaty tryhard games with this deck, so I like don't want to like, put out takes on how to play certain matchups if they're just like completely wrong, but or like somewhat flawed. But I don't know, like I think my theory has been like really good this format. Some of the ideas that we've had for this deck have like proven to be right with 0 games tested, so I'm like pretty confident in most things, but it does feel like a little scary sometimes. DM you the paste. It's in the stream list channel on my Discord. I'm not DMing you, Tawashis. Purple did a whole tier list and mentioned Mega Kangaskhan Fortress, but not Control. Yeah, like none of the tier list videos mentioned Pidgeots. Big sad. That's right. We got to keep winning mix. Heracross has won like 2 Mickeys with the deck the last 2 days. I mean, the deck is definitely good. Like, I know people are gonna put like an asterisk next to all of it, because it's like online tournaments, and people in online tournaments are not as good as people in like day 2s of regionals. So like, of course, this deck that preys on people who don't understand what it does better in online tournaments, but I still think it's good. Like, it's of course going to struggle more against people who don't understand what's happening. But I don't think it's just like straight up bad. Like if you know that you're gonna your energy's moved around, you're gonna get trapped. Like sure you can not bench things, like but there's still other ways for the deck to win or create win conditions. So I don't know. I wouldn't just say that it's invalid because like online tournaments are lesser skilled players on average. What's the plan for Scardy? If they don't bench, for example, Monkey. Wellspring Ogerpon plus Fan. And then if you want to use your guard X to keep punching my Ogerpon, then I'll be alright. Okay. They said the tournament should be starting about now. I don't know. I think the Guardy theory is kind of shaky, so I'm hoping that we hit one today and we can try it out. Because I built this list last night because I was tired of how dumb the Guardy matchup felt. Like, it feels completely... I don't know, it's just like a pretty cheesy match. But then, and like also I was tired of getting cheesed by people who would just like have one Sarah Ledge in the active spot against you, and then there's like nothing you could do. So I really wanted to get the Mimikyu or a Cornerstone in there. So then it was like, well, if we're just gonna like say that these Flute and Erica's cards suck, okay. We get Alakazam. So this matchup has to be pretty weird. I've never played this matchup before, but I don't have Mist synergies, which is like a pretty massive problem. But I do have like Xerosic, which is like really good against their deck that draws a billion cards. If I played Mist, I would just auto win. Matchup because of Dedenne Xerosic. I don't think that's true because then if you have Dedenne active, they don't need to draw that many cards. I think we probably do like Chi-Yu Xerosic with fans. Like they don't play that many energies, so we can still like force them to do stuff. We should be alright. We can't really trap anything because of the runaway draw. And they have this Abra. So they can do some, they're like fake infinite. Move the energy? Maybe. They have a Taro though, so it's probably not real. I played this deck on ladder the other day when I was playing Frost Last Monkey, and I kind of destroyed them. How do you beat Terra Box? Trap or lock something. Trap them or like move your energies. Okay, I need to look at this Alakazam deck again. I have to say I'm a little bit scared. This matchup doesn't seem that good. What could be funny is if they ever leave the enriching energy in play, we could just Ruffian it away, which is like a pretty substantial nerf to how many cards they can see per turn. Or not just even per turn, but like over several turns. Yeah, main annoying part is going to be the like how much damage that guy does. I would, because like it won't even need like that many to. I think I've like pushed Pidgeot. I should try to set up like 2 Pidgeots and make them like kill the first one or something. Spread into Graham, you and me as Elgyem for that matchup. Yeah, Elgyem and Chi-Yu. That should be Furious Xerosic, right? I don't know. Because it like they can this hand's not very good. Like my opponent can like probably stay a little bit conservative, like how much Dudunsparce straw they use, like try to like just reach enough to take knockouts. And if I'm only like Xerosicing away just like 10 cards per Xerosic, I don't know that I actually can like reach a point where they're just doing no damage. If we played Mist, it would be completely free because they couldn't kill my Misted Chi-Yu. Well, they could use Dudunsparce EX, but that card's pretty bad. Alright, they're popping off. They got the Great Ball, the Buddy Poffin. Squad. Psychic Energy. And a pass. That card is pretty bad. Well, not a huge fan of this one. Alright. It's okay. We couldn't have set a Pidgeot this turn anyway. That's fine. Alright. They're drawing cards. This thing does have one retreat. I couldn't remember if I had one retreat or free retreat. So that's kind of good for us. You can't fan them, right? No, not really. Like, we could move up to another Alex. They have the candy. Oh, no, that's a great ball. Okay, I feel like I thought that was like an Ultra Ball or something. I'm like, bro, no way. Wait, shouldn't they runaway draw first? Like, I guess maybe they don't want to draw to the Dunsparce there. I don't know what their hand looks like. This deck is pretty crazy. That's another psychic draw. Another energy. We have 3 boss. Bro, dang. Why are we letting so many boss in our deck? So mean. Super Side Bolts. Go on top deck. Bang! Broken deck. So tough. Alright. Could just grab Ultra Ball here. Land's quite good, so I guess we're gonna go for the tree. Make sure we have the stuff we do. Is Xerosic in deck? It is. That's pretty important. Okay. Yeah, we can't use Fan on them. Fan's pretty worthless. Okay, so we have all of this, but now what? Like, I don't think I want to push the Chi-Yu yet. I think I'm kind of just down to, like, grab this Nest Ball. Like, what are they going to have, like, 14 cards in hand plus a boss? Is that real? They do see a bunch of cards. I gave them Grand Tree, which gives them... that is pretty scary. I don't know, honestly. Like, that is kind of bad. They placed the 3 boss. We'll grab the Nest Ball for now. I could also like go into Elgyem, like move Psychic to the benched Alakazam, force him to find another Psychic. Doesn't seem that good though. They like Hildas and stuff. Means they couldn't attach their enriching. Maybe that is fine then. Sure. Sure. I should have, like, I guess, committed the Fan to the active last turn. I kind of forgot how useless it was. I mean, but they would have just not used Super Psy Bolts. Let's just stack 2 on that guy. Yeah, Elgyem works. The problem is, like, Fan only activates with actual damage, and Alakazam's damage counters. Alright, we're gonna see the Grand Tree. There should be a Dunsparce for them. Yeah. Okay, and they also have like Jumping Tower in their decks, like even more annoying ways. We're in a lot of trouble if they can like Alakazam boss KO. This deck sees just such a disgusting amount of cards. Like they probably can get to that. Like they're gonna Dunsparce. Like at least the play that I made it so they kind of enriching energy. Or if they want to enriching energy, they're not using powerful hands. They rip a Great Ball. Another Alakazam. A bad feeling my Pidgeot's gonna go bye-bye here. Because they can get like... That's 11, 14, 17. And they can go attach for turn, boss. Like it puts them at 15. Uh-oh. Okay, they are playing more cards. Oh, wait, no. their more cards leads to more cards drawn. Yikes. This is so gross. There's like no way that they whiff knockout, right? I mean, you want to take out Latias? I'd be fine with that. What am I supposed to do about that? Like a runaway. That's 15. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Like, even if I grab Xerosic, they're still going to be able to reach knockouts. Play Mist Energy. I am not teching for Alakazam. This deck is terrible. Yes, we shall tech for every deck in formats. Okay, I have exactly 14. That's pretty bad. Are we playing Flute? Flute sucks. Right, yeah, that's 280 damage. That is quite terrible for us. Like, even if we ripped a Xerosic here, like they still would have like such a high amount of cards left in deck. I don't think I can really do anything here. This matchup seems abysmal. You should put a Mist Energy on your extra deck and swap it in case you see an Alakazam. True. That's how this game works, right? Not taking for Alakazam was terrible. He's to get beaten to pilot by this deck. Wow, it's almost like my anti-meta deck loses to stuff that's not meta. Wow. Are we surprised? No. I said before the game I thought this matchup was gonna suck, and yes, it does suck. I would use Farigiraf instead of Mimikyu. Who uses Farigiraf? Nobody's out here using Farigiraf. What about double Monkey Mew, a cheese with flute? Sorry. Terra lost 2 Psychic Trust. Maybe they like bottom deck their way to move this Alakazam. Like we just like flute again, or we slight shift again. Counter catcher. That does not help me. Let's get down another Elgyem. Does seem rather bad for us. They play 5. And they also have a Turo and the Enriching in their deck, so it's not possible that they prized everything, but maybe they will just like draw too many cards. But like the problem is like, yeah, they play the Turo. The problem for me also is like even if they do like draw 6 cards this next turn, they still would have enough in the deck to like one-shot one of my little dudes. So yeah, this matchup is like pretty terrible if you don't play Mist Energy. Okay, we'll push this thing up. Like I said, a Pidgeot turn 2, but we just got one shot. Okay, we can flip the script. I don't think this leads anywhere. Sudowoodo Trap, Abra. They would just go Attach Retreat. I mean, let's give it a try. What if they just like don't realize that they can retreat Abra? Can you attack for Alakazam and Guardy with Mist? Well, Mist is not very good versus Guardy with the way my deck is built right now. Mist doesn't really do anything. I mean, it stops Devo, but like it's not that good. Well, maybe they're just not going to be able to find their energies. Like they only have 2 left and 3 Hildas. Like I don't think they would ever find it, right? Surely not. Yeah, I don't think this really like gets us anywhere, but We can do this. We have the counter catcher. What else could we do that would be funny? We can just grab Xerosic for next turn because we know that they're gonna whiff energy. They have two left, but they're obviously like one is prized. They don't have any Hildas in hand either. Actually they just don't remember what Hilda does. It's okay. They prized their last psychic and yeah they oh well that's not supposed to happen. Well, it's okay. They prized their psychic. We don't care. Is it actually just like impossible that we ever win this? Maybe. Okay, yeah. Oh, shoot. They didn't follow the script and prize a psychic energy. Unlucky. Man, they're just gonna draw all their deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, this matchup is pretty terrible. Like, even if I played a Xerosic somewhere in there, I still don't think it wins us the game. Apparently confusion lasts forever because you have to and you're so confused. Yes, that's how confusion works. Yeah, it's just best of one. So we are 0-1. And hopefully this means we don't just start hitting a bunch of jank decks and get farmed. It's like when we hit normal stuff, we do kind of fine, but when we play against stuff like Alakazam, we get sort of destroyed. Yeah, so hopefully this doesn't mean we just hit a bunch of Mega Venusaurs and get packed up. There's more Pidgeot controls than a Raging Bolt. You'll have to see it. How many people did there end up being in this tournament? 730. I think it's like top 32 cut or something. Yeah, 8 rounds, top 32. What's even the record for that? Let's put it in the Swiss calculator. So, it's like 733 players. 730. Okay. 730 players. We'll put a tie rate at 0.05. Custom structure. 8 rounds, 32 players. And that would put it at 19 match points guarantees. So that's 701. Wait, no, that's 611. Never mind. Yeah, that's 611. Okay. That's not terrible. We just can't lose again. We have to win 6 rounds in a row basically and then tie the last one. 34 Pulner, a free mashup. True. Is Gemstone a decent card to add? It's okay. I just don't think it does enough. Like if Grim like cuts down on bosses, I think it becomes a lot better, but they shouldn't. Yeah, there was like a Grim list towards the end of last format that had like 0 bosses orders, and if that carried over to this format, I would really like Gemstone because it would make this match even a lot better. But yeah, there's still like 2 boss and Grim, so it doesn't really do that much. And how many Alakazams were there? Like, just how unlucky am I? Where is it? Surely I missed it. Oh, there's 7 of them. We're just as likely to play against Honk. How do we beat Grim? Elgyem and GU. Man. This format's pretty goofy, man. We got Charizard up here now. Charizard has been doing pretty well in some recent tournaments. I think there was like 2 big tournaments yesterday. Let's see, there was tournament Zooming Zard 1. Yeah, it was already no Nor. It was double monkey max bolt E-hammer, like kind of like what Gabriel Fernandez won NEIC in seniors with. And I believe it was another but the other one that won yesterday was like Zard with Dusknoir, like the Zard Dusknoir Jet like we played against on Wednesday. Do you think Crustle would be a good play to get Dansk in seniors? Is the EU senior meta like any different than, let's see, I know like metas can be different. Let's see. Oh, that's actually not. Well, that was like before the big Guardy dubs. Also new formats. It's probably all right. The way I would think about like locking in Crustle is if you think you're going to be better than your opponents most rounds, then you should not play a deck like Crustle. But if you think your opponents are going to be better, more well prepared than you on average, then playing a deck like Crustle makes more sense because you can scam much better players just because the matchup is so skewed in your favor. So yeah, that's how I guess how I would think about it. I don't know. It's just like kind of tough to get like that excited about the crust. Like it's not terribly fun, at least for me, to feel like, well, I just hope that I hit the right matchups, that like how I play doesn't matter. But yeah. It's like probably all right, but I would ask yourself that question and then decide. Playing a sub 1% deck, you bomb. Let me see. It's like probably like something cringe. Is it Frostless Monkey? I thought I could have one shot it there. Okay, is it straight pull? I guess I should have got there. Straight pull does not seem very tough. What kind of annoys me about this tournament is it's gonna be a 2-day tournament. And yeah, because there's like 700 players, that means 8 rounds, top 32 cut day 2. Like it should end at a relatively decent time, like 4 p.m. I guess it's just for like EU people, it doesn't run like really late into the night, but kind of annoying because I thought it was only a 1-day tournament, so I have like stuff scheduled for tomorrow that like I would have to move around if things went poorly. I mean, I guess it's to like make things easier for like the EU players, but it's kind of bizarre. Like you don't usually see tournaments like that. What's the other Pidgeotto for? It's for Gardevoir. You want to Grand Tree through that one, so you like a play that they'll usually do is Screamtail your Pidgeotto for 80 and then Devo you somewhere down the road. But if you have the 90 HP, you force them to commit another energy if they want to set up that whole Devo line. So that's like pretty good for us. Did Jared Grimes of Straight Bolts? Interesting. Yeah. List is funny. Let's just like not hit stuff like Alakazam. And my deck is even worse at scamming these bad decks without Flute and Ericas. Oh well. What did we cut? All the Flutes and Ericas are gone. So now there is there's a Mimikyu, a third Handheld Fan, and a Shuckle. And then we switched switched the Sudowoodo to one Ogerpon. But yeah, that's it for now. How does this deck even work? Well, depending on the match where you're trying to retreat lock stuff or spread out all our opponent's energies until they can't attack. So, I mean, yeah, just depending on what the matchup is, we're of course going to do different things. But yeah, we're usually trying to like lock or spread energies. Always winning by deck out, or like never winning by prizes now. Can I explain the changes? Okay, so it's really annoying for like the old list that I had was like when someone would just like put like one Gardevoir in play, or one Jellicent, or one Cerulege, like whatever. They just only have one Pokemon in play, and you couldn't retreat lock it, you couldn't Elgyem BLK energies around. So you have to be like fully dependent on Flute and Ericas to help you have some sort of win condition, but like relying on RNG every single game, assuming your opponent plays properly, feels really bad. So the idea is like we can play Mimikyu, and then all these like one Pokemon boards are just impossible. Or if they want to do them, our opponent's like pretty griefed, and probably can't win off of it. So this Mimikyu seems pretty good, and it also kind of eliminates the need for these flutes, because if the whole goal of like playing flute is to force out something that like force out a liability, so we can like play the game and execute our win condition, then that cause is gone. That purpose is gone because of Mimikyu. So we can apply those spaces elsewhere to try to make our deck better at doing the stuff that it already does. So have the fan to be better moving energies around. And Shuckle kind of goes with the Wellspring. Without flutes, it means Gardevoir can have a board that just Guardy, EX, and Screamtail, and that sucks. But if they do the board, the plan is going to be to try to Wellspring trap their Gardevoir, and then if they want to hit into us, we can Penny Loop. If they want to one-shot us and bench Monkey Dory, then we have a Monkey we can trap and fan a bunch of times and probably be okay. But then I feel like the Shuckle is probably needed for that, because if we're going to be damaging up the Gardevoir a little bit, there's a chance that they could just like dump a bunch of energy or dump a bunch of damage on our Pidgeot with Adrenabrains, and then we could get kind of farmed. Can Guardy just put MEW EX? No, because then we'll just put Sudowoodo active and retreat lock and win. How do we lose Alakazam? The matchup is terrible. The other Pidgeotto is for Gardevoir, so that they can't Screamtail snipe 80 into Devo. Is Pult and Guardy good matchups? Pult is definitely a good matchup. I think Guardy is good. I mean, Guardy's like fine with the old list. In theory, it should be better now. But yeah, I'm not sure. Which good cards did we cut? Flute and Erika's, but like I kind of lied about them being good cards. I kind of hate them. When did they make a new Smurf? I don't know. The limitless ads are trying to get us to watch the new Smurf movie. Shout out Smurf. I'm gonna say you hate Erika. Well, I would, instead of relying on cards that can be played around and are basically RNG, it'd be nice to play cards in our deck that we know guarantee some sort of value. I have no problem with Erika as an individual, just what she does I'm not really a fan of. I can't really support it. Like, it's pretty unethical way to, you know, make a bit like earn your like money in life. Like you're just grabbing like I don't know, man. It just feels so rude. You're just like forcing things in play. Like how rude do you have to be to do that? Synergy cooks this deck. Try again, little bro. Alright. I'm 1-0 because I didn't see a playable card all game. Not a single deck search. Tough. What if Guardius doesn't bench a Monkey? Well then can we not just like fan? Because like they have to bench single prizers because we're gonna go Mimikyu. So they can't just go Gardex. So if they like Gardex plus Screamtail, can't we Handheld Fan, move the energies around? Or just like knock out their Guardy if they don't want to hit into us a bunch of times? Like we can Torrential Pump to kill a Guardy and a Curly if we really want to. What do you think the best play for your seniors in Good Dance? Because you can play any deck. I guess what I would do is like, I think Guardy, Dango, Grim, I mean, sure, Pult, Charizard, like any of those decks I think are really good. And what matters the most is not necessarily what the deck you play. Like, as long as your deck is decent, you just need to be really good and be able to play whatever deck you choose very efficiently. So, yeah, as long as your deck is good, I don't think it really matters. Like, instead of trying to find the best play, just become the best player at your deck. Do you regret leaking your control deck list for regionals on hindsight? I'm not going to Milwaukee, so I mean, like, okay, sure, I could have just like kept this whole thing secret until Vegas. I'm like, yeah, my expected value is like probably higher if I did, but also that's like not fun. I need content. That's like something that I like always kind of struggled with is like, if I have this like really dope control list, and I'm like streaming this other list and like saying that it's good, I don't know, it just feels kind of disingenuous. You're going to gamble in Vegas? I cannot legally gamble, bro. 26 Pidgeot control players, bro, making waves. That's cool. It's been doing pretty well online. Let's see what the what percent Grand Tree? 88% Grand Tree. Let's go. That bum trolley down to 12%. You love to see it. I hate trolley. Appreciate you them showing off as you'd give control a spin at cups. Yeah, for sure. It's I mean, I just like playing this deck a lot, and if I'm already gonna play it, like I might as well just like stream it, have fun, share it. And also, like, it is like it's kind of what makes my channel unique. Like there's a bunch of amazing players that play Pokemon and stream online tournaments, but how many people like stream control, like, and are like constantly like building, innovating control? Like there's not really anyone. Like Cremascoli doesn't stream anymore, so I feel like it's kind of my responsibility to like rep the control community. Shut up, door. Sorry. Can't legally gamble. He's like 15. Yes. I've been in the Masters division for like 4 years, but yeah, I'm 15. Yep. You're right. Create a house tour 10K subs. No. Yeah, let me dox myself real quick. Content over everything, including morals. Okay. Maybe not that. I'm playing your controllers to call on Lively for arrogance. I haven't lost a game on 32-game win streak. Sheesh. Yeah, now we have to go like undefeated the rest of the way, and like we can't even hit like something stupid like Mega Venusaur or like Lucario. Like imagine we hit Rockets Mewtwo next round. It's just over. Would be rough. Copperajus. There's one player playing R2D2 always plays Slowking. Do we have any like new innovation in Slowking? No, it's like this. We have lilies. I thought I saw people like hyping up like the gumshoes in what's it called? In Slowking. Which tourney is this? Early Days PCG Weekly 400 USD prize. Yeah, we need to go 611. Which, yeah, makes this kind of hard. We lost round 1. We're gonna probably be in the jank bracket. But yeah. There's no max revive. It's just like Academy at Night, Cypher. It's pretty rough. I never thought like max revive actually be like so tough with Slowking. Okay. 7 rounds at a time. Probably a lot of Pidgeot control players. You guys are bums. Hurry it up. Oh, you don't see me constantly going to time, but every single round, one of you bums goes to time playing Pidgeot. Hurry it up. Not happy. It's 400 in, like in the price. Playing first place is like 150. I gotta like, I won my own cash tournament, didn't win any cash, and I gotta like win a real cash tournament just to prove it wasn't rigged. We're keeping the gumshoe list secret for Milwaukee. All right, I trust. Honestly, yeah. Like you wouldn't want to leak optimal Slowking and then just completely tank your expected win rate. What's our Pidgeot win percentage after the first round? We had some no shows. Huge sad. We are 1-2 for Sarah Ledge somehow. We hit 3 Mega Venusaurs? Unjust. What the heck? There's not even that many Mega Venus in the tournaments. And they are destroying my... Goodness. We're 0-4 versus Dango. Our deck probably sucks. That's okay. Why you hit a Chomp at 3 Monkey Dories the one time you play Grim? It's unlucky. I want to look at our at the Dangos. Are like most of them are still Solrock Lunatone, right? Yeah, no, hardly any Togekiss. Chrissy Day is like a big Pocket content creator, and then she's hosting a Pokemon a PTCG tournament for some reason. I don't know like why, but yeah, she like always has like a weekly like massive Pocket tournament. I guess hasn't for like a month, but yeah, would regularly have these like huge Pocket tournaments. And then yeah, I decided to have a have a TCG live one for some reason. No, Pocket 10K? I picked the wrong game. Well, August 5th, 2026? Oh. Dang. Dang it. Should TC my first swap to Pocket? Oh, yeah. You don't know how people play Pocket? Yeah, I tried to play some of those Pocket Cash tournaments, like, off stream, and I would get so frustrated because, like, how RNG dependent that game is. Like, I'm sure there's definitely skill to it, but it would just, like, really annoy me how, like, I wouldn't open, like, my one Progressive Research, like, my only draw supporter in my deck, and then I'd be like, well, I just don't set up at all, and I lose. Like, there's definitely a lot less skill reflection in that game, and it, like, is pretty annoying. Where's this funding coming from? I don't know, man. Don't pay attention to Pocket Mickeys. I used to like open my packs when I remember to, but I don't play the actual battles at all. They are just like not very fun in my opinion. How did Pidgeot control do the first round? Only 38% win rate, but like these Venusaurs kind of bodied us, which is like pretty not okay. Extremely not okay. Hey, at least we have a backup plan. If the tournament today goes like really set, like goes terrible for us, it's like a really short run, I would just like we would stream this tournament at 5. We would just like run it back, stream the makeup 5, and another cash tournament. FCBC sleeves. Who wants those? Wait, was Azul streaming this tournament? Oh, he is. Okay, that's tough. I want to see Azul's Sarah Ledge list. There was like a stretch where like both Zula and I were streaming mix, and we like kept hitting each other in every single mic we played. Bro, double Turo pad? Drillbur but dude, this guy makes me sick. Okay, this is actually like probably. Why are we playing lilies in this deck? These cannot. I mean, I know this was like a D1 Carmine hater, and honestly, like respect Carmine's pretty bad. Also, so wait, super rods? That's interesting. There are definitely some unique features about this list. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's certainly different. What percentage is this Drillbur in these lists? It's like pretty low percent, right? I feel like I don't see it very often. Yeah, 15. Bundle and Drillbur 15. Crazy. That Jet Energy sucks. Jet's like pretty good. Against Gardevoir. If you get Mind Bend, I mean, maybe we're just saying we lose to Gardevoir, but if we're saying our deck loses to Gardevoir, we probably shouldn't be playing Cerulege. Try Klefki saving some decks right now. Yeah, like if I feel like if Azul like would run into a guard, he like understands like, okay, I can go monkey. I can go like I like Mind Bend Devo. Like what do you do? Like if you have Jets like reset that, then sure, that's pretty good. Like we do have like another Turo. Like finding the Turo would be really good. I don't know, man. I feel like we're probably getting farmed. We like, have to have this Turo like right then and there, and then they can just do it again next turn. Maybe it's like a just flip heads angle. If you don't flip heads, you're just not good enough at poke. There must be some kind of fun judge call. There's so many tables. Alright, just like don't give me Mega Venusaur, man. We went 7 and 11. There's quite a few of them, but there's also just like a lot more, like Pulse or Dangos. What decks are left that are favored into Guardian that aren't bad and everything else? I mean, Grimm's like Grimm and Zoroark. Also, like Dango's pretty good in Zagardi, but then you also have to put up with playing Dango, which is like a pretty miserable experience that I wouldn't really recommend. Oh. I'm like, oh, Dango's good in the Guardian. It's like 0-3 to start the day, rip. It's actually decent. You want to play it a little? Yeah, I don't hate Grim right now. I think it's pretty good. The Miss and Control do not lose to Frostlass lists. But Grim's like a bad matchup either way. So, I mean, yeah, it's bad, but it's like gonna be bad. Okay, we hit an edge. This is like pretty much the stock Cerulege list, like the 1 Turo double Jets, triple boss pad, a 1 Pidgeot MEW, which means like, oh my gosh. That has to be miserable. I think like the way the mirror goes, like it ends up in a Pidgeot EX war. Cause like one player goes like Chi-Yu, they like the other player goes like Ruffian Dedenne, and then if they're like Dedenne with the basic energy, the other player Elgyem's, like it's just such a mess. What do you do in Guardy Jelly? Trap. Okay. We had pretty good luck versus all the Ceruleges we hit on Wednesday. What does RB pitch control? I don't think it does. I think they have to get you like a really fast Dusknoir. Like it maybe you like the Pidgeot player like whiffs Psyduck turn 1, and then you like turn 2 Candy Nor White Pidgey, and like keep the Pidgeys off the board, and like maybe you can be alright. Why Ruffian over Team Sargon? You've been liking Sargon versus a lot more lists. I just like Ruffian more versus Polts, and also like, well, and it's also really good versus the stupid Rock deck to get rid of their Vitality bans. I do like the Stargrunt though, Lucas. I kind of would like to have it. Okay. Won the flip. I wasn't really paying attention. My opponent won the flip, decided to go first. Sure. Pretty good hand for me. Looks like they are not going small, so that's good. Yeah, already a Lunatone and a Soul Rock in play. Wonderful. Recycling is kind of good without Cornerstone. What does it change? The Frillish loop thing. Like if they have like stadium bumps, they can kill Frillish. Or like even Dango if it's annoying. Like it means they need less energies. How do we beat Guardy? Spread out all their energies with Fan Penny. Dude, well, I guess no. I have Tenacity for stuff. To use auto the decks like Joltik Box? Yes. Those matchups suck, but also I'm of the opinion that Joltik Box is a pretty bad deck right now, so can't beat everything. So I would choose to lose to the decks that I believe are bad. So that, unfortunately means I'm losing to Joltik Box, but whatever. That deck is fake. Unserious. Okay, we have the tree. Only one Pidgeotto. Huge sad. We have Boss, Penny. Let's see, we have Dedenne Elgyem. Okay, this one looks pretty chill. I can't lie, chats. Okay. Oops, we don't want to do that. Let's Artazon to set up the thingy. Artazon to set up. What about Fan Rotom? Yes, of course. We did prize Mimikyu. That may be a problem. I don't know. It may perhaps be a problem. Alright, we will slight shift the fighting over to Charcadet. Mimikyu is to force your opponent to bench more Pokemon. Wait, I should have ripped the Rocket Transceiver. I don't really want to top deck a Petrol, and they don't play any Disruption. Yeah, there's no Ionas in the list. Yeah, I definitely should have done that to increase my top deck odds. Their opening game was really funny. Like, they've just opened double Soul Rock, double Lunatone. I gotta see the Gong come in. What if a deck like Ethan's refuses to bench? Maybe doesn't do much? Well, I just said like 5 minutes ago that I'm perfectly fine losing to bad decks. And I'm of the opinion that that Typhlosion is not very good, so there we are. Is it just me, or does this game be called OHKO Simulator? Because like every single deck occurs everything. It's just not true. You're not playing real Pokemon. Like most of like the big boom decks are like not that good. Like the best decks are like Grim, Guardy. I mean, sure, like Dango and Edge exist, but like Grim, Guardy, Pole, like they're not always just blowing stuff up. You consider adding Eric and Fleet to this list, it'd probably be alright. The cards are okay. I just don't really like them. I don't think they're that good. I think Crustle's good right now. It's okay. I think Crustle is like very, it's like aggressively okay. And if you think you're like not that great at the game and you like want to try to scam wins, you don't have like time to like get really good at poke, but you still like want to win, then I think like playing Crustle is like a pretty fair way to go about things, because like you still can win even if you're not that good. What do I want to attack with here? I think I'm fine getting Elgyem down. Or you could just be like me and play Crustle to a regional because you just like wanted to. What about great players? Then unless a deck like that like totally destroys the entire meta, you should not play a deck like that. because you are taking your skill out of the equation. And yeah, if you think you're gonna be better than your opponents almost every single round, then why are you taking your skill out of it? It's like you should want your you should want your skill to be like the deciding factor of like why you're going deep into tournaments. And by playing a goofy deck like Crustle, you are limiting your ability to like do that. So don't do that. Why I played Pittsburgh? Because I'm bad at listening to myself, and I don't think it was like a great idea. I thought my list was cool, and I didn't think I had a play that was good enough to win the tournament, so I played it. It was all right, but I wouldn't do it again. Like if you gave me like you let me replay Pittsburgh, you gave me like 2-3 weeks to prep for it, like knowing what I know now. I wouldn't have played Cross, so I would have played something else, but like yeah, it's fine. The Crustacean Nation went hard though. Facts. I think making day 2 is easy for good players. Well, in order to make day 2, you need to have a high win rates versus average, slightly above, slightly below average players. So if your win rate versus those type of players is high, you shouldn't have that hard of a time making day 2. But if you struggle to beat like those caliber players, then you're gonna struggle to make day 2. So I think if you're good at the game, your win rate versus like that tier players should be high enough that like it's not that big of an issue for you. Okay, let's get the Lively down. They've pitched a bunch of bosses, so I feel pretty good about that. Kind of down to rip the boss here and just grab the Lunatown. Thought you only needed to be bad players to make day 2. I mean, you need to be able to beat people who are like from like bad to above average. Like you're not gonna play against that many good players on a day 1 run, unless like your record's really high. But then like you're making day 2 anyway, so sure. Talking during day 2, and you said something like, "Oh, that should be easy for my deck." When you said we play against each other, I was playing Flareon. Makes sense now. Yeah. This is a skill issue on my part since you've lost winning your last like 5 majors. I mean, probably. But like not everyone has the time to like get really good at Pokemon. So like it's fine. Like you just need to have like if you don't have like the time to get really good at poke, you probably should have like a more realistic goal based on how much you can put in. They've discarded every single boss's orders in their deck. So my Mimikyu is probably gonna like go triple platinum here. Okay. That's a lot. Also a ton of energies in it. Wait, they're just on like all their stretchers as well. Okay, surely this is just like a dub, right? Okay, well, let's quick search. I'm thinking we grab an energy. Grab the prism out of the deck because they might have like Turo Fire, and then we're like, oh, that's sus. Shout out the Ruffian. And then we just pass. I almost used Slight Shift, which I guess it wouldn't have mattered because I could just like move fighting from there to there. But how do you get a regionals win? Gotta play a lot of Pokemon. Okay, and we win the game. Alright, nice and easy dub over the edge. Is Zoro good right now? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's just hard to build. Like, I don't think you can take the Liam Zoroark list and expect to win in this format. Like, you obviously have to make some edits, but I mean, so Zoroark is like really good at adapting to whatever you need it to. How does it beat Ceruledge? Well, obviously, like Liam's list from Pittsburgh does not, but I'm sure you could play cards that beat it. Like this Darmanitan card has crazy synergy with Zoroark and also happens to be extremely good into Ceruledge, so I'm sure we could make something work. Why I cut the good cards? Because it turns out the good cards are bad cards, and I like secretly like lied to you guys. Uh-oh. What match is you helpful in? Is it just have 10-minute inner tree lock situation and want to burn early? It's a card that like makes your opponent have to play the game. It's like something good to do when there's nothing happening and you want your opponent to like have to commit resources to some kind of meaningful attacker. Alright. Boom, round 2 dub over the Ceruledge. Is not worth it again? Maybe. I haven't like seriously tested Zoroark this format, so I don't know. But it seems like it could be. Like, I think Ceruledge is a deck that you can't ignore. Like, it should be in the ballpark of 10% at Milwaukee. If your deck is just auto-losing to that, that seems kind of bad. So I would, if you're thinking of playing Zoroark to an upcoming tournament, I would definitely take a look at the Darmanitan's hands. I don't know if they're like the best, like it's the best way to go about it, but it's certainly an option. Also, like that dumb Crustal Zoroark deck that's been doing pretty good in online tournaments. Maybe that's the play. I'm not a very big fan of that deck, but it's certainly an option. Sent me a DM, bruh. This guy DMing me on stream. I think Zoroark can tech for enough decks in the format. Like, I don't think there are like that many good decks this format, honestly. Like, I mean, like, sure, this, I mean, if we count Guardian Jelly as the same deck, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, like a pretty good decks. I think like Ceruledge and Zard are like kind of there. Like, I think Zoroark could beat all of those decks, maybe like minus Charizard. That matchup seems really hard. Like Zoroark has consistently struggled with like some of like the fast decks, like Joltik Box, Joltik Dango, Bolt have been like routinely some of Zoroark's worst matchups, and those decks are not very good this format. So I think Zoroark is actually positioned quite well if you have a good if you can build a good 60 for it. Like if Liam has some kind of goated sauce for Zoroark that like beats all these top decks, like I'm sure he'll do great at Pittsburgh. Crustal Zoroark isn't hard. What you just need to build around the Zoroark, not the Crustal. The Crustal Zoroark is really bad. Like you don't beat. I mean you beat the decks like Crustal beats like Dango, and whatever the other thing is, Ceruledge. But I don't think Zoroark should like by itself should beat Poltnor and Guardy for you. That's that is like definitely not real. Get ready to learn Charmed Clefairy, buddy. We like won way too fast. It's gonna be like half hour till the next round. Huge sad. Alright, did my Pidgeot control goats hit any more Venusaurs? Alright. No more Venusaurs actually. Interesting. We're 3-2 for Ceruledge. We somehow lost to Charizard. Suspicious. I don't know about that. Alright, what did good after the first rounds? Bunch of random one of decks. Django had a um pretty good first round of like actual decks. So it's both Guardy builds. I think Pure Guardy had like a really high win rate here. You claim my deck is bad, counterpoint, no it isn't. Real. Guardy 3-0 into Zoroark. That's so silly. What? This matchup is like actually not that good for Zoroark. Like a lot of people like say it's an auto win for Zoroark, but I don't even think it's like that good. Well, I think if the Zoroark player is bad, they probably like lose to a good Guardy player more often than not. Why are people still playing Poltsard, man? This deck's win rate has been atrocious in these online tournaments. It's only like 48%. But still, this deck is still bad. Please do not play this deck. Just play either Charizard or Dragapult. Do not play them both. I think it's kind of sad, like, how bad Poltsard is in their Gardevoir. Like the whole selling point of like playing this Charizard package, like it's supposed to make your Dango and Guardian matches better. And like it does work for Dango, but it does not really do much for his Gardevoir. It's it's sad. You just get mind bent and then Devo, and you're like, oh well, I guess I lose. What are the PAL believers running? I think there was like a 1 Chin PAL. They are 0-1. They are 0-2. Every time you play Poltsard, you wish you either ran Pureside Pidgeot or a Pure Pole. Yeah. It probably was like never merit to play this deck. Like there was and like at NAIC it did really well, but like it probably was just worse. Like people like you probably just should have been playing Charizard or Polt for that tournament. Like straight Polt did well in Masters, Charizard won Seniors, so like we probably just should have been playing one or the other even back then. Yeah, it's rough. It's that guy who was playing Mega Manetric Miraidon back. They're like 7-0 in the tournament and then like lost out. There's 1-2 on Miraidon. Are they on the Mega Manetric sauce? They are. Interesting. This card does do a lot of damage. 330 is a lot, yeah. I can't imagine Flasher is like that useful. Well, it might win Bolt for you, but probably not. I guess you like maybe you can get Bolt with it because you said like you can't Prime Catcher me, otherwise you lose to Flash Ray. Interesting. Maybe it's alright. Funny deck. I feel like I remember when Mega Manetric got released, like everyone was like hyping up this card, like saying it was broken. And maybe people were doing that for like all these megas, but like none of them are very good. Collectively, we need to stop overhyping these new cards. It's bad. Blaziken Zoroark undefeated? We are not undefeated. And okay, we're undefeated. Let's check this out. Garchomp, Blaziken, Zoroark. Oh, the classic trio. Interesting. I guess Cynthia's power weight and spamming Draconic Buster is probably pretty good for Sterilage, but you don't one-shot a Sterilage, so maybe that's actually like kind of bad. Well, you a monkey. Only Lucario has felt good, but getting bodied by Guardian isn't fun. Yeah, maybe there's something that's there with like the Zoroark Lucario deck. Like, I saw one win an online tournament the other day that was like kind of cool, but it literally it got sort of farmed by Dango. I don't remember if the Zoroark Lucario deck is under Zoroark or Lucario. It might just be straight Lucario. Okay, there's like no one playing it. Sad. So playing a Wellspring here. Trap Gardevoir EX. Wait, yeah, they just have one Rocket's Watchtower. Well, they have a secret box. They can find it when they want it. It's not total cope. Well, any funny other decks that are doing well? Okay, for Rigoraph Crustle, we are teching for Bolt in the year 2025. We are 1-1. We are playing Blaziken and Dusknoir. We need to get a job. We are 1-1 playing Executor. I'm out of here. 1-1 drop. The Mega Kangaskhan deck. That deck is not real. We are 2-0. Okay, let's see what the sauce is here. It's just the Mega Miniatric deck. Boring. Why don't you drop a pseudo? Why do you need saw block? Because Guardy EX one-shot Sudowoodo. That's a terrible trade. How many of you guys are running James's current controller? You own Master, but you don't think you're smart enough? There's a lot of them in this tournament that are playing it. It's funny. So, is there only like 1-2-0 other? And where are all my other enjoyers? There's just 1-2-0 other, and it's like playing the Mega Magic Miraidon deck, but like they're fake other. Is anyone playing Armory's box or Xerosic Where's Terra? There are a few of them. There are 4. They're doing pretty badly, but people are trying. None of them are 2-0. Well, that's actually kind of scary. Can you guys like not all be 1-1? Or maybe you're all gonna be 1-1. This matchup is terrible for me. Have you used it pseudo second attack to kill Iron Hands for 3 prizes yet? No, but I did have a really sick one in top 4 of my stream on Wednesday. I got heads on a Sudowoodo flip on a Fez when I was trying to learn Fez me. Wait, Trashy, did you end up winning? Did you win the Pidgeotto? Like, of course. Yo, Beats, my Go TAT Pokemon 04. Oh, he's still playing Charlie, so that's deserved. Bro hit Mega Venusaur into the 1-0 drop. That is devious, bro. You just come in and win an auto win, then you're like, nah, I'm gone. Like, okay, man. What would have happened if you would have hit an auto lost the first round? Did anyone win so hard? That is pretty tough. Okay, so I've not played the mirror, but how it works is so if someone tries to use Chi you use Dedenne, or you use Ruffian Dedenne to bring back the Ruffian, get rid of the Prism energies. If a basic energy gets used for anything, it gets Elgyem to Pidgeot, so the game kind of degenerates into a Pidgeot war. So like whoever gets 200 on their Pidgeot first and like kills the other person's 200 Pidgeot will win. Game 60 is an auto tie. That is just not true. You should run out of Dedenne attacks. It may not be correct to put down Pidgeot, I'm not sure. Actually, it probably is, because... Well, no. If you don't put down Pidgeot, you just go all basic board, and then you have Dedenne, Pal Pad back Penny. If they try to use LGM, you can still attack. But I guess they could use Chi-Yu. If you don't put down Pidgeot, you lose to their Pidgeot. Probably so. It's a really dumb mirror. I hope I don't have to play it. It's like, yeah, probably not actually that skill intensive of a mirror. Sad. The Pidgeot mirror used to be like really fun. Now it's like not very good. It's a pretty lame mirror match. You ever put down Pidgey mirror, right? Then you probably lose to them just doing aggro Pidgeot, so probably not. I did not expect Sarah's popularity today. it sounds or well, Sirilich has been like going up lately, so it's not that surprising. But I guess if you haven't been paying attention to online tournaments lately, then it is it's kind of surprising if you like checked out at the end of last format and then you like pop in now and it's like, whoa, where did Sirilich come from? This deck has been terrible forever. What's the idea behind the 4 Petrels over other supporters? Well, Petrel finds us Grand Tree, which lets us set up Pidgeot. And that's kind of the all-important factor with this deck, is getting Pidgeots set up as fast as possible. So whatever supporter enables us to set up Grand Tree, get Grand Tree set up Pidgeot as fast as possible, like we want to play a lot of. And like we could play more Tenacities, but Petrel is like a bit better later in the game. Like you can just randomly get a counter catcher or a Nest Ball or something, and it's pretty good for that. So yeah, it's really strong early in the game and then like good enough later in the game that it's like fine to have a lot of them. Remind me of old Pidgeot MEW. There's like a lot of different like phases of old Pidgeot MEW. There was like Sandshrew, there was Banks, like there was like, yeah, there's the Sandshrew stuff, there was like Yakumo, Roseanne, Silene, fun stuff. Lecky. The line was always like aggro KO stuff though. Say for whatever reason you don't own more than 2 Petrel because you've only found 2 packs of Dustin Rivals, what would be the ideal replacement? There really isn't a very good replacement, but I guess you could play a couple extra Chorus Tenacities, but that sounds pretty bad. Like probably should just like not be playing the deck if you don't have 4. Boofy, no boof PTSD. True. I forgot about Boofalon. I like never played that card very much. I wasn't a huge fan. I remember thinking like after the boof, like people were like myself included, like really hyping up the damage reduction Boofalons. But that card's like never good. People are hyping up like Glass Trumpet to get instant Boofalon. That never happens. People were hyping up like, oh, Boofalon's gonna be broken when we can get counter game, but then that really never ended up happening. Man, we're all dumb. None of us know what we're talking about. I think of Mega Kanga Boof Terapagos. Have to imagine it has the same problems that old Terapagos had, like Terapagos Boof did before. Like you're not very good into like Guardian Bolt. But it's probably funny. It has to be 2 days because top 32 cut would be a long time. I mean, if they really wanted to finish it in 1 day, they could. They could do it like I did. 10 rounds of Swiss in top 16 or top 8, and I think that would be okay. I would take less time than top 32. Well, Guardy isn't real and can't hurt us. True. Guardy, the deck that wins literally every single major, is bad. Guardy sucks. Horrible deck. Wait, did my Pidgeots get cooked by any more Mega Venusaurs? We dodged Mega Venusaur for this round. We did get farmed by a Feraligatr. Someone lost to Poltzard. That's disgraceful. We are 5-1 versus Guardy Jelly and 2-1 versus Guardy, so you like to see that. What are like Pidgeot controls like win rates overall into stuff? Like 51%, that's pretty chill. 60% to Denga, 60% into Polt, 30%, 60, 65, 53, 75, 50. I don't know how we're 80% into Bolt. That feels a little egregious. Also, I don't know how we're favored into Chomp. Must have got a Donk somewhere versus Ho-Oh and Mega Venusaur. Interesting. They don't have plans for Alligator. Shuckle would help, I think. Plan's gotta be something like move the darks off their monkey and then try to trap the monkeys when they don't have any darks left. They should only have like 3, right? Like one person playing Gator. They have like 5 total darks. Like, yeah, you can like Sudowoodo trap a Monkey Dory. Then when they go like Torrential Heart move damage, you can go either Ruffian or Elgyem to move the energy around. And, like, if you get to that early enough, you should be able to eventually trap Monkey, and then they can't Frogman or ping damage over. But yeah, you can't bleed too many prizes early. Like, it should be fine because their deck is super slow. But also, I guess if you don't like flutes, you can't force the monkeys down, and that kind of sucks. When I'm watching Smurfs and stream, keep teasing us with it, bro. Limitless has like gotten really aggressive with ads. I don't, I don't like it. I don't like these full screen ads. How do you net deck me this time? Oh, did you hit some silly matchups that would have not gone well for a Pidgeot? Actually, only 3 matches to go with 2 minutes left. I mean, kind of like to see that. Zard Noctowl versus Zard Pidgeot. How is it? Okay, well, the Crustle probably is Sudowoodo. There's no Sudowoodo. How is this game still going? Gardevoir, this is shameful. Pidgeot X. Pidgeot X. Have the full art lilies gone down at all? I really want to like. I like having all my supporters in my control deck full art. 30. Okay, it was like 40 when I looked a couple days ago. Stop it with the Smurfs, bro. These stupid Smurfs. Okay. You like the new list? Was having some more issues where games came down to flutes and Ericas, and opponent was able to go lone board with attacker. Yeah. It's annoying. I don't like it. In the past, there were like formats where like we cut Misfortune Sisters because like that card kind of sucks, and we want to play cards that have guaranteed value instead. And maybe this is a similar story. Like, yeah, cards like Flute and Eric aren't bad. Like, they have synergy with the deck, but it's annoying. They're annoying. Is Sailor just Smurf? I don't know. Yeah, Ogerpon's like a bulky retreat locker. Was not gonna get me reading this comment. I'm not reading that number, bro. That is not happening. This guy thought he could trick me. Coffee at a 1:30 p.m. Huge. 1:27 to be exact. It's my second coffee today. I got a pumpkin spice latte this morning. Was really lit. Shout out pumpkin spice. Pretty lit flavor, can't lie. Right, did Azul win round 2? Right, could we get a round 2 mashup with the Goat Azul? Nah, he won. X2 gets cut, right? I think it's X1-1 should be the cut. Maybe some X2 with really good resistance. Make it, but if you're O2 right now, you shouldn't make it. I've seen the Latias card. I have seen it. Not a massive fan of a certain card in that deck. But, yeah. Shout out Henry Chia. He actually only had like 2 dies. Lit. Okay. Just I did no bit Mega Venusaur, please. No Mega Venusaur, please, man. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that we could play against. No Mega Venusaur. One time. I hate Mega Venusaur. If you play Mega Venusaur, you like, probably don't have a job. Okay, that's actually weird. Whatever. But Mega Venusaur players deserve it. Okay, waiting for the next round here. One thing I'm like kind of worried about with like no Ericas and Flutes in the list is like, so versus Ceruledge, they have like 3 boss. Can they ever like make the board if they go like they do the Solaka and Lunaton stuff to deal with the Mimikyu, and then you like do the whole trap thing on their Soul Rock? They can Turo. Well, I guess every time you push Mimi, it doesn't equal a prize because of Lively. So it's really fine. Like they can go Turo, that's 1 prize each. They can boss, well, technically 6. Because they can go boss 3 times or boss 4 times with the pad, Turo twice with the pad as well. That is 6 prizes. It's not good. They may be chalked. Well, each boss shouldn't equal a prize. I don't know. I'm a bit concerned. Alright, next round's up. We got Straight's Frostlass. Wow. I cannot say I was prepared to play against this today. Well, their deck should be pretty bad at dealing with GU. So like once we can get some Elgyms going, turn off their Monkey Dories, we should be alright. And we can just like mill them out with GU. And they want a monkey damage left. I mean, yeah, this should be a better matchup than Grim. Maybe Terrabox. Trap them, of course. I just had to be Mega Venusaur. That matchup is chalked. The matchup is chalked. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do. I think we just have to hope that people don't play Mega Venusaur because that deck is just not very good. Yeah, that's the hope. Alright, so yeah. I've beaten this on ladder a couple times. It's like really weird because they have like double Devo and like a bunch of crazy junk in their deck. Does auto lose Guardy? No. Hopefully I'll hit a Guardy today. Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, Latias, Elgyem, Chi board angle. Sounds good to me. Shuckle could also get in there. Shuckle is really nice if they want to like try to like kill my Elgyem like across 2 turns and I don't want it to commit a penny for it. Lots of interesting hands. I'm going first. It's actually like kind of a banger hand going first. We can just go Nest Ball for Pidgey. Touch. I actually feel sus. Alright, so there's the monkey. CC. Alright, let's see what's in there. You get the Pidgey. Latias, Chi Elgyem. Shuckle. Pennies. Ruffian will actually be relevant in this matchup. We have the tree, thank goodness. Was Latias in there? It was. Alright, sick. Seems like there's less Pokemon because we have like a couple 1-ofs in our hands. We had enough other stuff. Okay, we did prize 1 Pidgeotto. Not great. Okay, let's do this and pass. I'm not sure I can get to a slight shift this next turn though. If I would have gotten attach active, I guess I could have. Then I lose the psychic. Maybe that was fine. They shouldn't be like killing me that aggressively. Alright, they're going for Bidoo. Penny. No flutes. How do they beat Guardy? Well, I put down Mimikyu, so you can't Lone Guardy. Then I'll sob your Guardy EX with Fan Wellspring. If you want to keep hitting me, then well, you may have some problems. Okay. Grand Tree. Honestly, I kind of wanted to get fighting energy to attach to active. Definitely does not work. I'm afraid it does. Actually, I don't know. It might work. Well, looks like we're just gonna quick search for a Nest Ball and end my turn. Well, wait, no, I should not grab a Nest Ball because they're gonna use Itchy Pollen on me. So let's just grab Latias and well, I have a retreat already set up. I guess I can just like grab cheat you. Todd, how would that not work for a good player? Like, are they just gonna not hit into me? Because if they don't hit into me, like Torrential Pump is an option. Like Xerosic goes pretty hard. Like, why doesn't it work? They didn't Grand Tree for a Frostlass? Crazy. It completely whiffs Dark Energy, so... Wait, why did I think that I had a Prism Energy? Wait, I forgot to attach active. Oops, that was not supposed to happen. I was supposed to go attached so I could, okay, well that was bad. Way to go, me. I was supposed to like, yeah, grab Prism Energy, or attach active. Okay, well that was not very smart. Okay, we'll grab the Artazon, just hold on to it, and then we will... So we can, like... No, we still should put the fighting on the active, so we have the option to Elgyem or the other thing. We want to attack. That's all the energy you have to get through. But you get 6 subs, so sure. Yeah, bro. They're going to commit energies to Scream Tail, so that's like 2 of their psychics. I feel like we're fine here. I have a lot of handheld fans in my deck. I have 6 pennies. I think we maybe run into problems if we like let the Guardy die. I'm not sure. It might not work against Guardy. Like I'm like genuinely curious though. Like we have all of this stuff. I gotta find a like rip as a Xerosic now. Well, is that smart? Yeah, it seems okay. I'll have pumpkin spice latte. I do like me some pumpkin spice lattes. They're pretty good. Ever a torrential pump angle? Right now, no. I don't want to take prizes, bring them closer to Blood Moon. Maybe later. Not right now. My Chi-Yu kind of destroys their deck, you see? Another Monkey Dory, Blood Moon. Sure. Then we have, yeah, we can get the Latias set up next turn if we need to. Mildred Devo? Hey, if I could get the second one, that would be pretty lit. I priced a Pidgeotto. I priced the fat Pidgeotto. I think this normal Frostlass matchup is like perfectly fine. It's just like the Grim matchup is annoying because like they actually have like a decent play into this spot, where like the regular Frostlass deck doesn't. I'll get a Pidgeot down. We just have higher priorities. Like they can't Devo me yet. We can go next turn though. Monkey 30 over to the Pidgeot, probably. They got Charm to get the other Devo, which is interesting. I really don't want to give them Artazon. Giving them more Frostlass or more Monkey sounds pretty bad. Falling for 10. Okay, so let's see what we top deck here. I'm kind of down to just like not give them Artazon if I can. Candy. Well, that's fun. Okay, so let's get Latias set up. Quick search Latias. Artazon down. Elgyem. You give them like more snow runs, which is like kind of. It'll be alright, I think. Next turn, I'm probably gonna boss Frostlass and just force them to commit energies to stop it doing me. We know they have another dark and are gonna patch it and Adrenaline Brain again. But I mean, we can put up like 30 extra a turn. It's not that big of a deal. I think there's like technically end games against this board where I have like all their energies stuck on Badoo, and I can just like Dedenne loop Penny. I mean, I guess Chi is like effectively the same thing there, but like if my board gets like especially beat up, that would work because their only thing, like their only attackers that do damage are Blood Moon and Badoo. The Shuckle heal 60 would be pretty tough right now. Another Snow Run comes down. Yeah, there's the Devo. I'm probably gonna drop 30 on my Elgyem. On the Latias, okay. I'm fine with this. Because now we can go CC up Frostlass. And they can't Devo my second Pidgeot. So like we are on down another Pidgey, CC up Frostlass, slight shift the dark to Badoo. Let's get back Pidgey down. Counter Catcher up Frostlass. And we'll move an energy to Badoo. Badoo is very hungry. There's still, I think, what, 5 energies in their deck? Yeah, they still have 3 darks and 2 luminous, so still like 150 damage of Adrenaline Brains we have to deal with. It would be nice if we could like Chi-Yu and mill one of those luminous or get some. I mean, it would take a lot of work to get like all the stretchers. Okay, there's a balloon. Well, that's annoying. I can't candy now. Ruffian in deck. Play Ruffian in my deck. I don't remember if it's prized or not. Second Frostlass is gonna come. That's annoying. At least there's like not a whole lot on my board that can get melted right now. I just gotta like find a Penny here in a little bit. They already played their Penny. They're gonna thin another Badoo out. Okay. I don't know like why they're doing this. This doesn't really make sense. Make sure Itchy Pollen again. I'm gonna have to give up on the Pidgeot for now. Like at least until I could like find Lana's. But we can start milling again. That's pretty good. Hopefully find some energies, supporters. I'm just gonna like throw these fans on like stuff that's not gonna get in the way. I don't want to redraw them, so yeah, see you later. We can I think I want bench space for the Shuckle. Okay, we Did draw a really good hand actually. And can set up the Shuckle. You get the Shuckle heals on the Latias. It's like actually this is probably not that good because they have double Frostlass set up. So it's like I'm losing ground here, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that was probably dumb. Mill 2 double supporter. Guess that's okay. I don't know. That's fine. Hand was pretty bad. Yeah, Mimikyu's back for now. No, Shuckle's a lot better versus decks that can have more monkeys than us. Because if we monkey damage back over against Gardevoir, they can just throw it back at us, and like we're not actually ever getting rid of that damage. It's just coming back on our side every turn. But the Shuckle just like deletes that damage, so it can't get monkeyed back over. I haven't seen a single Penny yet, which is like really annoying. And now all my Pidgeots are on the bottom of my deck. It might just like go for my Shuckle here. No, they just do that. Okay. Okay, so they're just gonna like Itchy Pollen. I'm gonna go Slide Shift the energy to Badoo. And Petrol for Penny, I think. They're on double Iona, so they probably can't Iona me again. They do play 4 though, I guess. Why does this guy have 2 Badoos and not sacking his Shaman? This is a good question. I do not know. I guess they were concerned that I would take out the first Badoo, so they were like, let's get another one. So, they're gonna do 70 damage back over to my Latias so that they can't kill it. Actually, the Lively's pretty good, isn't it? They play 3 Artazons. Oh, sick. Lively just sticks for the rest of the game? And sick. Alright. Shuckle healed up a bit. Slight shift the Luminous to the Badoo. Would have been nice if we had the Ruffian and could have kept milling. Yeah, and the next turn we can Penny the Latias. Did we just like mill the Artazons? I feel like I didn't mill like any Artazons there, but maybe what happened to those? 1 Chiyu. They always rolled 1 away. Oh, and they played 1 and it got bumped. Interesting. Okay. Another dark. I might go for my Shuckle here because they don't have a penny, so they don't want to invest too much on this Latias. Control good deck, man. It's all right. It's not bad right now. This matchup is so much less painful when you don't have this Grimmsnarl like dangling above you that you have to like manage. You can just full focus on the monkeys and be all right. Maybe Joseph. They definitely should have done like what Andrew said and self-killed their Shaman. That would have been a pretty good play, actually. I don't even need to put this guy back down. Shuckle is like trying his hardest to stay alive. Got a Shuckle. Okay, we'll move that one there. Only 3 dark energies left. Fantastic. Depending on one baby Milotic seems good. I would like that card so much more if we still had Thornton in format. It just feels so hard to set up. I think you have to, well, yeah. You may have to play Luxcape too to go with it. I'm not sure though. I just don't know where you get those spaces from. maybe we just like low-key cut the Psyduck card and just like play it. Don't play it in close lists and say that they're not gonna bench Duscles anyway. Thoughts on Pokemon gimmick accounts? They're very annoying, very cringe. I've considered they just didn't even Ichikon. Did they DC? Yeah, I think they DC'd. They're like, ah, I'm not winning this one. See ya. Honestly, fair enough. I'll save my Shuckle. Alright. In case they do like come back, I'll play this like somewhat responsibly. Got the Grand Tree and Sergeant on Trolley. True. You do get a lot of space if you cut if you play Trolley and cut all the Pokemon search cards. This is fair, but then you're like also playing a terrible version of the deck, so that feels pretty terrible. Well, actually, nah. Trolley's like kind of fine. It's not a. Oh, they're still here. Okay. They just DC'd one turn, but they're back. They are back. And we're gonna rip this Maractus. Down goes Monkey Dory. What's the tournament structure? 8+4 rounds today and top 32 tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'll have to take another look. Okay, well, let me boss up your Frostlass again. And we will start discarding some cards. Or just keep discarding cards. Another Monkey Dory, another Iono. That's very good. I think it was like 8 rounds today, then Olive Cut tomorrow, but I'm not sure. Wait. Oh, they only have 2 Arzons in discard. I thought they had 3 down. Like where did that Artazon come from? I guess when I. Okay, I thought it was. Never mind. I'm just a bit silly, I guess. I'm a little bit silly. I don't think that they're winning this game in like 5 turns. So 4 turns. 4 turns? Yeah, that's probably not happening. Now I can petrol for Lively Stadium and be alright. I'm actually gonna Artazon for the Dedenne. That card seems pretty good. We may need it. You never know when you need to electromagnetic sonar. Alright, HP and Singe. I think like the only way that they win this is like they have to like pretty aggressively self KO their Pokemon and then like get into Blood Moon range. Like otherwise this Chi just gets to last too long and get too much value. But like maybe if they like bench Shaman right away and just like let it get melted by Frostlass, like double Frostlass. Maybe even go triple Frostlass. I don't know. Like you just try to melt through your own Pokemon and then do a lot of Blood Mooning. It's Pidgeot. Oh wait, I could have said a Pidgeot last turn if I wanted to. I'd Ultra Ball Candy. Oh well, man. I'm on autopilot right now. We are doing alright. They're gonna use Monkey Dory. How rude. Do I even need to care? Like, can I just keep milling? Do I have to stop what I'm doing? Putting on Elgyem. I don't think I need to stop what I'm doing. I think we'll be alright. They only have space for one of them anyway. But I kind of still like want to get rid of the energy. But Sure, whatever. I'm gonna move the dark. What's the reason why I'm playing Wellspring and Mimikyu instead of flutes? Well, the flutes are like kind of annoying to play because they're somewhat cope. They don't necessarily do anything for you, and the situations are good. Like when they're good, like Mimikyu also kind of does the same thing. Like you just want your opponent to bench more Pokemon, so we could just like play Mimikyu, force him to bench more Pokemon instead of like relying on this flute cheese. But yeah, I don't know if it's better necessarily. It's just an idea that I had. I was just like tired of people just like putting down like one Sarah ledge against me and I was losing because of it. And so I was like, what if we try to do like this? I think my Latias is gonna die. And I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. Can I do anything to save Latias? I can't lose because of that, can I? I don't think so. I'm gonna set up Pidgeot again just in case. You never know. Yeah, I do win into Jealously Singes, but what if I don't? Structured Dark. That's pretty good. Yeah, so my Latias will die going back into my turn. So like, if they have an Iono left, that would let them survive like one more turn. Yeah, there'll be a 3 left in deck. So they will be able to KO my Latias. But I don't think they can do anything after that. No, this is just straight Frostlass. There's no Grims. We've like milled their whole deck and not seen any Grims. I hope there's not any at this point. So that would be kind of messed up. Pretty unethical for my Grim opponent to hide their Grimmsnarls for so long. Honestly, extremely unethical gameplay. Okay, just mill again. I guess they could technically Lily to buy another turn, but I don't think that leads to anything. They could go Lily. I have 7 cards left in. No, that doesn't even do anything. Yeah, I just pressed Chiyu. Yeah. Where's the Drain TX? Facts. It's really worth cutting Erica? I don't know yet. Just something I wanted to try today. I haven't really missed it so far. Okay, so nice win over Frostlass, but that's pretty. Well, yeah, when it goes like that, it's like not terribly difficult of a matchup. We have been hitting Jank. Whoa, that's a pretty cool looking Frostlass. Played this deck out of locals on Thursday. Thank you for this. Yo, no problem. Glad you're enjoying playing it. Erica is greedy. That's not how I would describe the card. Yo, you're playing Frostlass. Your deck is also designed to make it so people can't play the game and, you know, be frustrated. But you know what? Okay. Control good against the Frostlass Monkey deck. I think so. But also there's like some techniques that the Frostlass player can do that player didn't that may have made it closer. Do you have any tips for playing as Alakazam? No, the match is really bad. I mean, probably just like try to do Xerosic and Chiyu stuff and hope for the best. Like hitting Flute Swimming Erica should stay? Maybe. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't really know. I'm just like, I have an idea. I want to test it. But I could like play it on ladder by myself or test versus friends. But you know what? I'll just stream it. And we can learn together. I have to go Justin Juice Man 3-0. Ah, he's playing Ericas though. Crazy. Bro has the Ericas, but not the flutes. What was the cut? Where do we find space for this? Because like we have the Mimikyu, we have the Shuckle, the triple fan, 2 Wellspring, Sudowoodo. Yeah, where did the cut come from? Oh, transceiver, sure. It's like it's so bad. Control or like the Frostlass deck? Can't start Ceruledge, go boss. Well, I think the problem with this Ceruledge player, like that whole idea is, how will the Ceruledge player be able to like reach big boss knockouts without like discarding a bunch of cards? And if they're discarding a bunch of cards, then how are they gonna have like frost, or how are they gonna have like their rocks and also like boss and Turo for the late game if they're just going to like just discard whatever hand they have to like keep getting much energy in discard? It might not work. I don't know. This deck is too hard. Bro, Charizard, Australian Gabriel Fernandez. Oh, bro, you're not gay. Bro wishes he was GCF 10. Does still seem a little convoluted. Oh yeah, for sure. I think a lot of these matchups are like, I don't know, pretty close. It's kind of annoying. Seven matches to go. I'm not clicking on all those. What about Money Mash Control Mirror? I'm good. Django's been doing really well today. 5 overs, all the Gardevoir decks. Not really struggling too hard into anything. Interesting. How did we? Anyway, I feel like for a second I read that in reverse and thought we'd be in cross talk. Online guardies are so bad, bro. I don't think the like Jelly Guard is like that good into Django. I think I remember Henry saying that. Like Henry lost to a Django at Pittsburgh. But yes, online guardies are bad. Two things can be true at once. Coffee. Shelly's favorite 1-0 pitch Frost. True. Shout out to Washies, this guy's locked in. Yeah, there was like a 2-0 Gators, the Gator 3-0. The Gators 3-0. Okay, these are like matchups that you'd expect Gator to beat. Like you'd expect it to be Dengo, Ceruledge, and probably Pidgeot as well. Very funny. But they can clash. I play Expo. It's like Expo, Tesla, Skeletons, Ice Spirit, Knight Archers, Log, and Rocket. It's pretty tough. Big fan of Expo. I feel like I'm playing Control in Clash. It's pretty fun. Like I can just do like one small lock, like take 1,000 damage off their tower, and then just like play for the timeout. Like basically one of them. It's pretty sick. One two from double breaking is so fun. Booked. All 3 games are Pidgeot control. Bro, y'all need to lock in. What the heck? We're taking forever. I don't know what the Clash meta is, bro. I just like started playing the game again a month ago. So I'm at like 5K trophies. Like There's some egregious decks you see down there. There's definitely not no clue what the meta is. SMH? What are you shaking your head about, Devon? What I do? I used to play like Expo like way back in the day when I like grinded Clash a lot. And it's like, yeah, it's fine. The 26 Pidgeot controls? Deck is cool. When is the master class? Soon, trust. Chat, should I drop a Pidgeot control master class? Spiritual Wave holding up the Mickey. I know, right? These bums! Dude, this guy's about to be Dude, he's about to basically 0-2. We missed round 1 into double tie. That is not tough. Alright, well, we have timed out. How am my Pidgeots doing now? 49% win rate? A few of them at 3-0. Bro, you came in, you no-showed and then just left, bro. Just tanking our win rate. Reverse shout out Miles. A Clash Masterclass instead. I'm not that good at Clash, bro. I kind of wish I was tough at Clash. Expo Masterclass. Yo, AOB Clash is gonna bang a trust. Not sure I'm qualified enough to make a make a Clash Masterclass. You know what? Sure. I can like sell it to people as like this is like the control deck of a Clash Royale. I'm like pretty good at controlling poke. So like I have to be tough at this control deck in a different game, right? Right? Sure. Are all these 3-0 birds just like dudes hit buy into double guardy? Pretty lit. They're playing the flute still. We saw Justin's list, had the Ericas in there. This list is double Sarah Legend Zoroark wins. We have some Spidops. We still have Petrol Grand Tree. Bro, this list has to be a pile. I had like the same consistency spread and I was like bricking really badly. So this list has to be like a pile, but they've set up 3 games in a row, so maybe their deck is just tough. And then okay, they're 3-0 as well. Looks like the old list from the Mickey on Wednesday. Okay, please on Mega Venusaur. Rim with the E-switch. Don't love to see that. And the Veltal. Ugh. Maybe you seen some people on Metafy, you'd be fine. Are there really like that many people who are like selling trash content on Metafy? Cause I feel like if you're someone who has like no platform trying to make money, or is just trying to like sell a class just to make a buck, then like no one's gonna buy it. Oh, I don't think we do, Nathan. But I don't think we're beating those decks anyway, or at least not Bull and Joltik. We weren't beating those decks anyway, so it's fine. I really didn't want to see Grim. Like, what is this with all the Frostlass decks? 2 and 4 rounds, not great. Not a huge fan. I can't. Not a huge fan. I think these guys are like pretty bad if they understand what to do. Like, yeah, understand what's happening. They win the flip. It's pretty good. Hopefully there'll be like that one person I played against. Oh, they actually choose first? What the heck? Okay, well, they shouldn't be allowed to play the game if they like are playing Grimmage. Oh my gosh, this hand sucks. But if this was like a flute instead of a Shuckle, we mulligan this hand and just go and go next. But instead, we have to deal with this crap. And of course, they open one of their two Buddy Poppins going first. Dude, I swear, these Grim players always open Poffin or Secret Box. And Spike Man. Like, of course, bro. You open two of your 2-of cards and they have Candy in hand for next turn. I'm just gonna get farmed. I'm like actually getting destroyed, aren't I? Yep, and the insect, yeah. And yeah, that's game. What a banger tournament you're on. Unplayable matchup into unplayable hand round 4. Okay, maybe they like grabbed Grimmsnarl, but they don't have an answer candy because they prize both their more. Ah, unlucky. Maybe they prized a bunch of energies, like 3 energies, and they have 5 in hand. No, unlucky. Well, that sucks. Definitely the other side of the variance spectrum after what happened on Wednesday. Oh well. Well, I guess that means we'll be streaming the other tournament later. Didn't really get to learn anything real about this list. That kind of sucks. I don't have to apologize for donking me, man. It's a part of the game. Okay, well, we can't make cut. I'm out of here. I'm not playing 6 more rounds of this junk because I'll just stream the tournament later. I'll just be back in a few hours and stream that, I guess. So, yeah. I'm not entering your. Oh wait, why is my name not Olive Blitzel? That's crazy. It makes me have to do my full name. It's honestly not okay. Alright, well. Sure. We'll do the other cast tournament here in a few hours. So I guess I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'll do for the next few hours, but yeah, we'll just go live again later. That's chill. I'm sorry, chat, for hitting some bad matches, bad variants, whatever. Hopefully we will have some better luck later. I didn't really get to learn anything real about the deck. Hit a bunch of, yeah, people who didn't understand what my deck was, or just kind of destroyed me, so. Sick. It's okay, we'll be back later. About 3 hours time, have another online tournament to stream. But, yeah, sorry, chat. I'm washed. But yeah, I'll get it back later, trust. Alright. You'll have it's top 32. You have to go X11. That's alright. Try again later, chat. I'll be back in a few hours. So alright, bye chat. See you in a few.